Okay, everyone, we're going to take a quick tour of my mail-in ballot that I received. And before I vote it and send it back, I wanted to share it with you on behalf of our 8th Democratic Ward in the city of Philadelphia. I hope that this is a helpful, quick video, and I can't promise that it's going to be nominated for an Academy Award, but I hope it's useful. All right, here we go. So, what you see here is the actual ballot that I got in the mail. That's what it looks like. You see reminders here, and I want to point this out. It has to be received by the county election office by 8 p.m. on election day, and postmarks don't count. So we urge that as soon as you get this, you open it up, you do your thinking, make sure that you're ready to go, vote it, put it back together, and send it back right away. Don't wait till the deadline. Definitely send it back as soon as possible and vote it as soon as possible when you get it. All right, so this is what the envelope looks like when you get it in the mail. There's some good reminders here about getting it back on time. But again, don't delay. Don't even get close to these deadlines. There's information here about who to call if you have any questions or you want to track the status of your ballot. So what's in here? You're going to get a bunch of things. First, you're going to get some instructions. I highlighted these instructions for our discussion. So here's what we're going to talk about. A few things I want to point out. First, again, the ballots have to be returned either by U.S. mail or in person. If they're returned in person, they have to be returned by the voter only. And they must be received at the County Board of Elections no later than 8 o'clock on Election Day. So you can mail it in time, or you, the voter, and you alone as the voter, can hand deliver it to the County Board of Elections no later than 8 o'clock on Election Day. We think it's better to mail it, but if you have to, you can go to the County Board of Elections and drop it off yourself. All right? You will be asked for a picture ID, okay? You will be asked for a picture ID if you bring your ballot to the county board on that day. Now, you also will not be able to drop your ballot off at your polling place. It needs to be at the County Board of Elections, all right? You're going to mark your ballot in secret. Then you're going to follow the instructions. Only vote for the correct number of candidates, because if you vote for more than the amount of candidates you're allowed, then your votes for that office will not be counted. Don't put any extraneous marks on the ballot. Make no extra marks. Don't write any notes. Don't put any little symbols, nothing. If you mess this up, or you make a mistake, call this office to get a replacement. Only mark it in blue or black ink. This is really important because this is how they're going to be able to see your vote when it runs through the machine for scanning. And it's important that you fill in the oval to the left of the candidate's name. So when you complete your ballot, you're going to fold it back up and you're going to put it in the envelope marked official mail-in ballot. That envelope is also known as the secrecy envelope, okay? Now, you're going to put that sealed secrecy envelope that's marked official mail-in ballot into the larger return envelope. The return envelope is also called the voter's declaration envelope, okay? Nothing else goes in these envelopes. So the ballot goes in the secrecy envelope, and the secrecy envelope goes into the return envelope, okay? Then you're going to fill out, date, and sign the voter's declaration that's on the back of the return envelope. You're going to seal it, and then you're going to return the whole package, okay? You're going to either return it by mail or by hand delivery by the voter only. So what do all these pieces look like? This is the secrecy envelope, okay? This is envelope 1. This is the secrecy envelope. It says official mail-in ballot. This is where your completed ballot is going to go, all right? This is envelope 2. It's the return envelope, all right? It's got the address of where it's going. It's got postage already. You don't even need a stamp. You're going to put your return address here, and the back is where you're going to fill out the declaration. If you can't fill out this declaration yourself, if you can't write it yourself or sign it yourself due to an illness or a disability, okay, then someone can assist you. You just make a mark or signature here, and then they can assist you, and that's the assistance affidavit. You also have a tracking number and a barcode. That's how the ballot will be tracked and how you can check on the status as to whether your ballot got counted, whether your ballot, was received, okay? This is the return envelope. Again, return envelope. Now, the ballot itself. So this is Philadelphia County, and depending on where you live, you have different primary races happening in where you live, in the districts that you live in. I live in the 8th Ward in the 1st Senatorial District, and so we have some primaries happening, and I'll take you through those. The ballot has 2 sides, okay? Has multiple races. This is a Democratic primary ballot because that's the party primary that I'm participating in, okay? Right? And you can see presidential, attorney general, auditor general, state treasurer, Congress for my district, okay, senator for the state General Assembly, representative for this General Assembly in my district, okay. And on the back, there are people running for delegate to the Democratic National Convention. These are the folks that are running to be delegates in the nominating convention this summer, okay? Then there are ballot questions, 2 ballot questions, right? Your ballot packet will come with information, plain English statements about the 2 ballot questions, all right, to help you with that. Now, let's go back to the ballot. The Philadelphia Democratic Party has endorsed folks in some of these primaries for sure. And so I want to tell you that the Philadelphia Democratic Party and the 8th Ward has endorsed for the senator in General Assembly, state senator, we have endorsed Senator Larry Farnese. So, to vote for Senator Larry Farnese, for example, you're going to fill in this bubble, okay? All right? So, you want to make sure that you completely fill that in, all right? I'm going to do it now. There we go. Okay? So that's the ballot. So let's assume I was finished, which I'm not, but let's assume I was finished. I'm going to take this, right? I'm going to put this inside the secrecy envelope. All right? Like this. Right? Take the secrecy envelope, put it into this envelope, which is the return envelope. Seal this. I'm going to seal this. Right? I'm going to seal it. I haven't voted the whole thing yet. Right? Seal it. Fill this out, and then send it back. All right? Hope that was helpful. Thanks.